Hi, Adam. I'm Christopher Gallardo with Pop Alternative. How are you doing today?
Sure, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good myself. So to get this started, seeing your novel finally come to life to the big screen, what's that feeling like for you right now?
It's a bizarre kind of cool feeling because as you know, the film is a pretty close, pretty faithful adaptation, but it's also at the same time it's an Eli Craig joint. It's an Eli Craig movie, and I wanted his perspective and I wanted his sense of humor. I wanted it to exist, as an Eli Craig movie. So it's kind of the best of both worlds for me as an adaptation. Yeah.
Definitely. I love that answer. And when the film was originally being conceived, how did you come across picking Eli as the director you wanted to bring forward for this film?
That is above my pay grade, the picking, but I know that I've told Eli this many times, so he knows I'm not kissing his butt. But I've been a fan of Eli's for 15 years now. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil had such incredible festival buzz, and the way that I was end of high school, early college, right when it came out. I don't know chronologies, but it was like a hard movie to see theatrically. So I was there day one at Best Buy buying that DVD. So I've been a day one fan of Eli. So to do this now is just, I think he was the best pick in the world.
Definitely. Well, I can't wait to see this film. And one final question for you: given everything that's happening in the literary world with so many book-to-screen adaptations, what are your thoughts on everything that's been happening with that process recently?
Well, I think book to screen is always a little sluggish. Things take a little while to hit the screen. So I think what it's now reflecting is that we are in publishing, especially adult publishing. I work in teen and YA. Teen and YA has always had a strong horror background, but now the adult horror world is kind of catching along with authors like Rachel Harrison, Clay McLeod Chapman, who's here today, Stephen Graham Jones, Paul Tremblay, these incredible authors. We're in a golden age of horror. Ten Never Do. We're in an insane golden age for horror fiction, and I think Hollywood's just catching up to that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I love that answer, and I love what you put into this film, and I can't wait to see it. So, Adam, thank you so much for your time tonight. Really hope you have a wonderful night. Hi, I'm Christopher Gallardo with Pop Alternative. How are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. So just introduce yourself. Who's your character, and what can we expect from this film?
So I'm Alexander Deakin. I play Matt Trent. And what to expect, I would say, is the unexpected. For sure. There's a lot of plot twists going on in this movie. Just when you think you're getting the hang of it, we're going to sweep you off your feet.
Definitely. I can't wait to see it. So what do you think was the calling for you to be in Clown in a Cornfield?
Sorry?
What do you think was the calling for you to be in Clown in a Cornfield?
I mean, I've always really enjoyed horror movies ever since I was young. There was probably a period between 2015 to 2018 where I did not miss a horror movie that was in theaters. So, I mean, when I got the audition for this film and my agent said, you got to hop on this, I was like, I think it's meant for me. I love horror movies.
Definitely. I really love horror movies too, especially with you had The Monkey and you had Talk to Me, and all those movies just really, really add something to the genre. And given this film's nature in being a horror comedy, there must have been some memorable times you had on set. So for you, is there any fun memory that you had with your castmates and director?
Oh my gosh, so many, on and off set. I mean, I know our last day in filming was a long one. I think our call-in time was 5 p.m. That was our call-in time, and we had a 14-hour shoot day. So we got home at 6, 7 a.m. But it was just something about being all together as a cast and knowing that this is our last time being together on screen, and just so much connection. I mean, also we were all super overtired, so everything was a little funnier than it should be, but absolutely fantastic.
It must have been hard because I've seen longer nights where it goes straight into 5 a.m. in the morning, and I cannot imagine what you must have been going through in those specific shoots. And one final question for you. The horror genre has gone through a lot of changes in the past few years, especially with how experimental it's gotten with films like The Monkey, Companion, and Talk to Me. So given your roles in several horror films, what are your thoughts on this variety of filmmaking of stories and such being the expansion of this genre?
I'm not going to lie, I kind of missed half of that, but horror movies changing in the past few years. What I would have to say about that is, I mean, the audience people who like horror movies have seen all the different varieties and ways that people make horror movies, so you constantly have to be changing the game But you always want to make sure that you have the same elements that horror movies have, because all horror movies are going to have pop-up scares. All horror movies are going to have suspense, thriller, right? So it's a great combination of keeping the fundamentals of what a horror movie has, and then adding, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but some crazy twists.
Well, I can't wait to see those twists. So I gotta say, Alex, it's been a wonderful time talking to you. Hope you have a wonderful night again. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm Christopher Gallardo with Popternative. How are you doing today?
I'm Vincent.
All right, so let's get this started. So what do you think was the calling for you to be in Clown in a Cornfield?
Well, my agent called me. What was the calling? I mean, it was a movie, and I really wanted to do it. I really wanted a big role in a movie, so I kind of would have done anything, but I got very, very lucky that it was this project in particular. Reading the book first, and then reading the script. My particular character, I was very, the story itself was awesome, super fun. I still haven't seen the movie yet. This will be my first time seeing it, but I've heard it's really good. But I was very grateful. I felt very lucky to be able to portray Rust, the particular character. I think, I just had so much fun doing it.
And speaking about that so much fun part, how do you think that motivated you to take on the role of Rust?
Well, again, it was my first movie, so that was a big motivator there. But it's I don't know. I think when I got on set, particular, what motivated me is the whole cast. I mean, this was such an incredible experience. It took about a month, just over a month shooting, and it was probably one of the best months of my life, still up to this day. The cast, everyone's just incredible people. The crew as well in Winnipeg, incredible people, and that month of shooting is stuck in my brain, very significant.
Speaking about that month of shooting, I know you must have had so many fun times on set with your castmates, so I gotta ask, was there any particular memory that really stuck with you when you were filming this entire film?
There's, in terms of like my favorite scene, actually, I won't say a particular scene because I don't want to spoil it too much, but meeting the cast, we were all, like, all the people that were out of town were all within like a couple blocks of each other, so it just became very close. And I mean, when you're shooting every day, like for a month, and you kind of have a time crunch, you get very close. And I just got so lucky that every single person on the cast and crew was amazing.
Definitely. I love that answer, and I gotta say thank you so much again for your time. Really hope you have a wonderful night, and it's a wonderful pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much again.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.